Hello yogis, welcome to today's yoga practice. This is a 20-minute flow with a big focus on hip openers. So get ready on your mat, starting in Sukhasana, cross-legged position with a straight back and breathing nice and deeply. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. From here, let's take our first hip opener. Bring your left foot in front of the right foot. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you start leaning forward, intensifying the stretch, maybe with the palms on top of the mat, or coming down on the forearms, waking up the hips. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you come all the way down, bringing your forehead on top of your hands. Take a few deep belly breaths. Focus on the stretch of your hips. And from here, lift up, inhale, and let's switch sides. This time the right foot comes in front of the left, and find your variation. Leaning forward, maybe staying on the forearms, or maybe coming all the way down. Use these moments to really get grounded, stay present, focusing on your breathing and your movement. From here, let's come out of the pose, and you can let the knees fall side to side, alternating. Now we're gonna take a variation of reclined pigeon. Bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor, and from here bring the right ankle on top of the left knee. Keeping the left knee bent. The closer you bring your left foot to your buttocks, the more intense is gonna be the stretch on your right hip and right glute. Keep flexing the right toes and release. From here, extend the left foot or the left leg, and we're gonna try to bring the shin, grab the shin with our hands. Maybe placing the foot and the knee inside of each elbow. Maybe interlacing the fingers and rocking side to side. Release, and let's switch sides. So bending the right knee this time, right foot flat on the mat or on the floor. You decide how intense you want to make this stretch. Keep your left toes flexed. And release. Now we're gonna try to grab our shin with our arms. Maybe rocking side to side if that feels good. Still breathing nice and deeply. And release. Again, let your knees fall side to side, moving in any way that feels nice. Now we're gonna try to go in a graceful way to a tabletop position. So from cross-legged, plant your hands in front of you, lift your hips, and go to your tabletop. Don't worry if it doesn't work today, I just like practicing that. So let's take a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling, looking up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine like a cat. Do so at your own pace, following your breathing in and out through the nose. Warming up the spine. From here, come back to a neutral tabletop. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Flexing the right foot, reach through your heel, firming up the belly. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, this time we put our right foot on the outside of our right hand. We're coming into lizard pose. Walk your back knee back, pointing the back toes, straight back, scooping the heart forward, 2 to 3 rounds of breath. Really getting into the inner ground here. Now you have the option to curl your back toes under and come into a high lizard. Maybe stay there or maybe come down on your forearms. Really deep stretch. Keep those deep belly breaths. Inhale, come on your palms once again, straight back. And from here, we're gonna go into Malasana pose, bringing the left foot all the way to the front, heels in, toes out, nice and straight back, maybe using your elbows to push your knees wide open with your hands at the heart center. From here, bring your right tricep inside the right knee, left hand reaches up, maybe look back. You can stay there, or if a bind is in your practice, go ahead and do so. One deep breath and release. Come back to center. And let's go on the second side. Left tricep inside the left knee, maybe binding. Inhale and exhale, come back to center. From here, let's plant the palms on the mat and we're gonna find our lizard pose on the second side. Bringing the right foot back. Maybe the knee comes down, pointing the back toes, or lifting up. Find your variation once again, maybe on the forearms. 3 deep breaths. Come back on your palms if you were on your forearms and find your Malasana pose once again, yogi squat. Bringing the right foot all the way to the front of the mat, heels in, toes out. From here, let's find a forward fold. Straighten the feet and fold. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows, rocking side to side. Micro bending the knees is totally important, especially at the start of your practice. Nice and slowly roll all the way up. Watch your palms touch and hands at the heart center. Find your Tadasana, mountain pose, and let's start flowing. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dive in, fold forward. Inhaling, hands to shins for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold again and find your plank pose. Inhale here and lower down all the way on your belly, point the toes, squeeze the glutes and find your cobra pose. Bending the elbows, curl the toes under and find your downward facing dog. First down dog of the day, so make any movements you need to do and find your strong down dog, tailbone pointing to the sky. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhaling, bring your right foot forward and find your high lunge or crescent pose. Front knees bending generously. Transition to our warrior 2. Drop the back heel down to a 90-degree angle. Both sides of the waist are long. Exhale, find your extended side angle. Maybe the right elbow to knee or maybe the right fingertips come all the way down. Left hand reaches up and over. Long line from your left fingertips to your left foot. Inhale, warrior 2. Extend the front knee. Bring your back foot a couple of inches in. And prepare for triangle pose. Right hand down, left hand up. One more breath. Inhale, come back all the way up and find your warrior two once again. Inhale here, windmill the arms and find your downward facing dog in your exhale. From here, let's take a flow. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down, maybe chaturanga. Inhale, find your cobra or up dog, squeezing your glutes, and downward facing dog. In your next inhale, your left leg rises. Exhale, bring your left foot forward and find your crescent pose on the second side. Super strong legs, strong arms. Transition into a warrior two. Dropping the back heel to a 90-degree angle. Exhale, find your extended side angle. Left fingertips down, or maybe the left elbow to the left knee. Inhale, warrior two. And find your triangle pose. Left hand down, right palm up. Both sides of the waist are long. Imagine there is a wall behind you where you want to lean. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two once again. Windmill the arms and find your downward facing dog. From here, take a flow with me. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhaling up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Deep inhale and long exhale. Drop your knees, find your child's pose. I like doing a wide-legged child's pose when I'm focusing on hips, but it's totally up to you if you want to keep your knees close together or open. Long arms, really melting the heart on the mat. From here, inhale and meet me in your tabletop position once again. Let's take a few more rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine. Keep going at your own pace, following your own breathing. Nice and deep inhales and really long exhales. Coming back to center, in your inhale, your left leg reaches back. Pressing through the heel. Exhale, bring your knee to the nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, left foot comes all the way to the front of the mat on the outside of your left hand, lizard pose. Nice and straight back, maybe coming on the forearms, and you decide if you want to leave your back knee on or off the mat. Inhale, come back on your palms, straight back. Exhale, let's find our Malasana, yogi squat once again. Hands at the heart center, nice and straight back. Using our elbows to open the knees wider. One more breath. Plant your hands on the mat. And this time the left foot reaches back. Finding our lizard pose once again. Nice and straight back. Maybe coming down on the forearms. One more breath. Come back on your palms. And the left foot comes all the way to the front of the mat. Yogi squat once again. Really opening those hips. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, find your chaturanga, step or hop. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale and long exhale. Drop your knees, swing your legs forward, and from here let's go all the way on our backs. Starting to close down our practice, bring the knees to the chest, maybe rocking side to side, massaging the lower back against the floor. And let's take a happy baby pose. So grab the outside edge of each foot with your hands, keeping the elbows in the inside of the knees. Really pressing the foot down. Your ankles should be roughly on top of the knees, and keep pressing your lower back down on the mat. Great release for the lower back. Slowly release and bring your knees back to your chest. We're gonna take a twist from here. Release the left heel all the way down on the mat. Extend your right arm to the side, keep pressing your right shoulder down and twist to the left. Deep breaths. Giving the lower back and the spine a nice release. Decompressing. Inhale, come back to center, both knees to the chest and switch sides. This time we're pressing down the left shoulder while we're twisting to the right. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center and hug the knees once again. Give yourself one last squeeze, one last hug, and start preparing for Shavasana, your last relaxation pose. The back of the neck is nice and long, shoulders falling heavy on the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale, close the eyes. Allow your body and your mind to relax completely and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Really nice and slowly start bringing your awareness back on your body with little movements in your toes and fingers. Maybe bringing the arms overhead, taking one last stretch. And when you're ready, roll on the right side of your body, spending a few moments here. Then meet me in a comfortable seated position with a straight back. Joining the hands at the heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.